What's up, my good friends? Bet speaking, bringing the best, most consistent and transparent betting strategy for you. In this video, I'll be covering UFC Fight Night 178, some of those fights that I haven't covered yet in those previous videos. So the main card and some of the prelims I already have. I'll be adding a link in the description so you guys can see it. But I'll be covering the rest of the fights and I'll be wrapping up all of the bets that I'm making, okay? In respect to your time, if you want to skip the introduction, there is the timing of each fight breakdown. Feel free to click it and jump into them. In the end, I'll again wrap this quickly up. So what do I mean by the most consistent and transparent betting strategy? In this results 2020 tab of my spreadsheet, I'm keeping track of all of the results that I'm having from July 2020. So I'm not going to get into details here. But basically, it's a 36.65% profit from the overall betting money, which means if you're saving to bet 1,000 nowadays, you would have $360 more, and this is in 132% from the overall event perspective. You know, so each event, how much I'm losing or winning, and this is summing up to 132. So in these charts here, you guys can see it a little bit more clearly. How did I do in July? How did I do in August? And now in September, still going on. In terms of my confidence or recommendation level, if it's high, this is the profit. If it's median, it was 19 bets, 11 correct, 10% profit, and I'm 6% down on the low confidence bets. Okay, so let me just break down the rest of the fights, and then I will quickly be wrapping up the final comments after the weigh-in is included, and hopefully everyone will be able to make some money here. So the fight that I still haven't spoken about yet was, I think, Jessica Rose Clark and Sarah Alpar. Guys, to be honest, I haven't watched much footage. Actually, I tried to find on Alpar. I couldn't find, unfortunately. You know, I tried to find the video on Dana White Contender Series. It was not available to me, and I could see only one fight from Alpar. What I see from her is like a decent striking. You know, she likes to throw heavy. She's not afraid to throw. She's not shy to throw. What did I do here, guys? Obviously, I like to hear second opinions, and I heard some of those guys that I like to follow. And all of them, they are picking Rose Clark, but I don't feel much confidence. And one of the guys was saying about Alpar's wrestling, that it's quite good. So, that being said, Rose Clark, I know her a little bit better. I found more footage, so I haven't paid too much attention because, like I said, I couldn't, match very well the fight here because I couldn't have enough videos. So that's why I'm not betting. But what I see from Rose Clark, good boxing. You know, she has a very good timing on her counter straight. It's very good. And I remember some fights she did a pretty good job in the clinch. Also, I've seen some takedowns, so she's actually probably the favorite. I wrote that she's quite small for a bantamweight, but after the weightings, she actually looked a little bit bigger than Sarah Alpar, at least a little more lean and more muscular. So I think it's a safe pick, Rose Clark, but I'm not betting the fight because I think at minus 220, minus 250, that's where Rose Clark is sitting at now. I don't want to take a blind bet into these lines, but if you found footage on Alpar, if you're confident on Rose Clark, go for it. Actually, I found a prop bet on Alpar, just kind of protective bet on Alpar by decision plus 300. So I took, super small bet on that. Feel free to take it if you think it makes sense, okay? So what else? I think I haven't covered yet Mayra Bueno Silva versus Mayra Romero Borella. Interesting fight in my opinion, guys. Silva, she's I saw some footage on her. She has a very good Muay Thai. She has power. Legit power as a girl. She throws straight punches. That sharp right hand is money. She has great power on that. She also throws good combos. She goes to the body. Actually, I don't think she goes to the body. I'm sorry, but she has good left hooks to like kicks. So she's a very sharp kickboxer. And the calf kicks are nasty. She throws them very well. And on the defense, she's pretty sharp. She has great timing on the counters. She has a big heart and will, so she's a real fighter. She's quite long for the division as well. And what I've seen from her, which I don't like much, and that's why actually I'm betting Borella. I got a good bet on Borella. I'm going to be talking about that soon. She's quite inactive from bottom, and I haven't seen much of her takedown defense. She's quite poor in this department. Borella, striking wise, she's pretty decent, you know, and now on the wrestling and on the grappling from the top especially, she's very good. She's quite big as a flyweight, and she's heavy from top. She also can scramble pretty well, you know, and I think she has, almost sure that she has the grappling advantage here, despite Silva having her some arm bars on her record or something. Now, how do I see this fight playing out? It's either Borella gonna try to strike, eat a powerful right hand, get dropped and finished, or if Borella can make it ugly, which I think she'll be able to clinch and take Silva down. And if she does, Silva will kind of wear some blood on those muscles and wouldn't be carrying that much power anymore. You know, with that Borella, I think she becomes a live dog. That's why, to me, Bueno Silva, it's a small favorite, but not that much. At the plus 200 money, I already think that Borella is worth it, and I got a bet on her on plus 215. Then that line increased to plus 240, and increased my bet on Borella. Okay, what is the downfall of Borella? Her chin. Unfortunately, she has a weak chin, you know, and even as a woman, in general, women don't get much drop because the other doesn't have much power, which is not the case. Silva has power and Borella has weak chin, so watch out for that. But still, I do think it's a bet in Borella is very much worth it. So the rest of the fights I have already covered. So now real quick, as a wrap up and talking about the bets that I made, and for those that did not watch that intro video, watch it, but I'll be quickly covering here how do you read this spreadsheet. Okay, so Jessica Rose Clark and Sarah Alpar, I'm not betting. I'm neither betting Randy Costa versus Junior Nilsson, the breakdown in the other video. I'm betting Andre Ewell. It's the red color means it's a small confidence bet. Okay, so I have a small, medium, and high confidence. This is a small one, and I'm throwing 1.5% on a parlay only for Ewell. I'm mostly confident, and I like the line on Tyson M. So 1% on a straight bet, 2% on a parlay. Spinoza versus David Vorak, I'm not betting. You can listen to the comments in the other video. TJ Laramie versus Darrick Minner. I'm betting Minner. It's a 2% bet on Darrick Minner. Why? Because actually I'm not sure if I broke this fight down. If I didn't, I'm sorry, but real quick, I think on the stand-up it's pretty much even. You know, Laramie has more speed, has more power, throw the hands a little bit better, but I don't think that's that solid. You know, he's not like a solid striker or something. And Minner has so much fights. He uses the kick pretty well. He can also throw some hands. So to me, it's pretty even on the feet. On the grappling, Laramie. On the wrestling, Laramie has advantage, but on the grappling, I'm not that sure. You know, even from the bottom, Minner has a chance. We'll see what happens here. Minner is known to be a guy that tires from the second. You know, I'll take my chance here. I like these lines. Plus 260 on a guy like Minner versus you know, a guy like Laramie that doesn't have that much fights. 2% to me, it's a good bet. Okay, onwards. Darren Stewart, the lines are increasing on him. I'm taking a bet on Stewart. Feel free to listen to the breakdown. Why? Mackenzie Dern, I'm betting her as a juice. Hamzat Chimaev, I'm not betting Chimaev, even though I'm pretty confident on this pick. So if you want to throw him on a parlay, I don't blame you, but I'm not taking the risk here on this steep line. Johnny Walker, I like Walker to win this fight. Feel free to listen to the breakdown. It's 2% total money on Walker. Then Borella, I spoke about this fight in this breakdown. So I'm throwing 1.5%, but like I said, I got her at the plus 240. I increased this to around 2%, okay, from my money. Cerrone, I bet Cerrone, but actually this one, guys, if you want to skip this bet, I would skip if I were you. I don't like Cerrone too much after the weightings. He looks quite small, whereas Nico Price looks pretty big. You know, I wouldn't say that's much of a factor in this fight, but I don't know, I reconsidered. So I'm keeping here because I placed my money on Cerrone. Like, I'm hoping that he wins, but if I were you, I would skip this fight at this point, okay? And Colby Covington versus Tyron Woodley, I'm betting Woodley, 2% of my money. And okay, so just continuing that, I'm sorry I had to be interrupted here. I'm not sure if I'm continuing exactly the same, but so talking about Tyron Woodley, I'm betting Woodley, okay, at plus 260. And the breakdown in the other video in the main card, like I said. Okay, I think this is pretty much it, guys. So like I always say, if you like this this idea, what I'm bringing up here in this channel, please subscribe, share with your friends, okay? And yeah, I appreciate the time with the channel, and in the future I'll be setting up some Patreon and everything. So if you think this is somehow making you make an extra money, or at least avoiding you some losses, feel free to consider supporting the channel. Okay, until there, this is Roder Main Bet, bringing the best, most consistent and transparent betting strategy for you.